Hi guys and girls, this is Insane Irishman, and I did a review on Bioshock 1 there, and this is a review on Bioshock 2. And the first question you ask yourself, is Bioshock 2 better than number 1? And the answer is no, it's not. Why is it not? It's not that it doesn't have the same feel, it does, but I just like the weapons in number 1, and I like the plasmids more in number 1. In number 2, you're not a human being as such. You are a Big Daddy, and you're the first Big Daddy. You're a prototype Big Daddy, and you can carry weapons and you can use plasmids at the same time. In the first game you couldn't do that. You could only use plasmids and then switch to your guns if you wanted to, but you couldn't use them at the same time. In this game you can use plasmids and you can use your weapons at the same time, but that speeds up gameplay, that speeds up the battles a bit, but I'm a kind of a slower kind of gameplay kind of guy, and that wouldn't be good change, wouldn't really interest me. But I still like this game. It's an awesome game, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting it down. For a follow-up, it's a very good follow-up, but like most movies, the second one just isn't as good. And I give Bioshock 1 9.5 out of 10. And what would I give this? I give it a good solid 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good solid game. You will enjoy it. These are little girls. You can either you have to protect these girls in this game. In the last game, you could either protect them or kill them. I never had to kill any of the little girls in the last game. I always protected them. I always harvest. I always saved them. I didn't even want to see the animation of them dying, so it never interested me. But this is what you did in the last game. This is basically you in the last game attacking the Big Daddy. But in this game, you are the Big Daddy. This is the start of the fall of Rapture, the city under the sea. This is. Things start to go wrong, people start to get a little crazy. This is the very beginning of it.
He's perfectly safe. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Take the pistol. Place it against your head.
Yeah, the weapons all change. I mean, you can change your hand. You're you're a Big Daddy. You can have different fittings for your hand. You have a chain gun, you have a flamethrower. You have basically all the weapons that were in the last game, but they don't look as nice. I mean, it's not that they don't look. That game doesn't look nice. It just, I think the weapons were better designed in the first game. It's still a beautiful game to look at, and the gameplay is still there. But start off with number 1 and then move on to number 2. You'll totally enjoy these two games. see, you're the badass this time. You're the big daddy from the first game. Or one of the big daddies. There's loads of big daddies. And big girlies as well. You see beautiful water effects you carried over from the last game. Look at this. It's awesome. See that bitch jumping around, she follows you through the whole game, and you will have 5 or 6 different fights with her as you try to kill her. I think there's more than one of her, because you do kill her each time, so there has to be more than one, obviously. And you see, it's a beautiful looking game. Listen to the diaries of the people. Same as the first game.
If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired.
As you see, you can pick stuff up, pick up fuel for the arm, the drill.
Clear the depths out of pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a work instead hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
As you see, the city is a bit more decayed than it was in the first game. This is a couple of years after it, after the first game. So it's the city is like on the way in decay. It's a lot more flooded, a lot more dirty. It's because no one's looking after it, basically. It makes sense. But the architecture is still, you know, 1920s Art Deco, and I just love that style. It's just awesome. Beautiful game. Yeah, get some. Money. First aid, that was good. Search everything. That's what the RPG is like. This is like this in the first game too. Just basically, you know, picking stuff up, scavenging stuff, just trying to survive. Unlike the first game though, you can't go back into a level. Which I was sorry to see go, because you can't go back and mess around with the inhabitants like you could in the first game. So that's another reason why I loot some ammo. I say search everything. There's vending machines around. You can buy guns. You can buy ammunition, stuff like that. This is my first plasmid. It's gonna, as in the first game, it's going to change me up a bit. And I have electric shock power, just like in the first game. And you know, if someone is standing in water, if a group of people are standing in water, you can get them all with one shot, because you know, as you know, electricity and water don't mix too well.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
And that's basically the story, is Big Daddy looking for his little girl. And it's a good story. As you can see, look, you can use your weapons and you can use plasmids now, all at the same time. So it's a step up from the first game. As I said before, it doesn't it's not much of a difference. Money, money, money. Anyway, you've seen a bit of the gameplay, you've seen a bit of the story. You should be able to get this game for less than a tenner in the bin, bargain bin. That's it guys, I will catch you next time. Adios.